Court is calling 2024 CR 06930, State versus Alexander Rodriguez. Can I have parties announced for the record, please?
Rick Pena and FC Jones for the state of Texas.
Clarissa Fernandez Pratt and Marissa Giovenco for Alexander Rodriguez.
All right, and are you Alexander Rodriguez?
Yes, sir.
All right. Where we left off, I believe, State, you had rested, is that correct?
Sure.
All right. He may take the stand.
Thank
All right, sir, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Alexander Rodriguez.
All right. And Cindy, are you able to hear him okay?
Yes.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Alex, can you please tell the court what you were doing before your arrest for a living?
I was working at a paper company.
I don't know if your microphone is on.
Can you move it maybe to your?
Oh, can you put that on? Thank you.
All right, if you'll just speak into the microphone. All right, you may proceed.
For a paper company.
And what were you doing there?
We make cardboard boxes.
And how long had you been doing that?
Going on 3 to 4 years.
And were you a good employee?
Yep.
Now, you heard the testimony of Emily and Clarissa. Did you agree with their testimony? Let's start from the beginning. You were in prison, correct?
Yes.
What were you in prison for?
For an arson charge.
How old were you when you picked up that arson charge?
I was 15.
Now, tell the court what happened, why you did what you did.
Basically, I was young, naive, and I thought I was in love at the time with Clarissa, Emily's mother. She thought I was having an affair with the girl next door. And then she was basically telling me that we shouldn't be together and everything because she thought I was having an affair. So she basically wanted me to prove it that I didn't have an affair with her.
So she wanted you to prove your love and devotion to her.
Yes.
And what did you end up doing to the house?
She suggests to start a fire in the house.
And this was no secret, right? This was, she knew about it, her mom knew about it, everybody knew about it,
About what?
about the fire.
They did, yes. Everybody knew about it.
And then CPS also got involved. Okay. So then, did anyone get hurt in the fire?
No, I think there was a dog, not mistaken, but I think the cage and everything was open and the door was open for the dog. So sadly, yes, I think the dog did decease.
Did pass.
Yes.
So you were 15 years old and you got sentenced for how long?
20 years.
When were you released from prison?
The end of 2013.
So in 2013, you were released from prison. And when did Emily say that abuse started?
While I'm incarcerated.
So while you were incarcerated, she's claiming that she was sexually abused by you.
Yes.
Tell me about your time in prison. Did you get into any trouble?
No, I did get in one trouble, I think, for having contraband and stuff like that. But that was it. And basically was good.
What was the contraband?
I honestly don't remember.
And so how much?
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but was his testimony that during part of the complainant saying that he was abusing her, he was actually in custody?
Correct.
Does anybody want to tell me or obtain from the witness what dates those were, or somebody has dates for the court? And I hope there is no objection from any party for the court wanting clarification since sentencing is coming to the court. Any objections?
Not
From
from
the
the state, Your Honor.
And any objections from the defense to the court wanting clarification?
No, Your Honor, and we have the TDCJ reference. So specifically, do you recall being released? I think your judgment says that the judgment was entered February 26th of 2010, correct?
What again? Sorry.
The judgment, like you were actually sentenced in 2010, right?
No, I think it was in 2008.
That was the date of the offense.
Oh, then.
All right, sorry to interrupt. Does anyone have the judgment, and is there going to be an objection to the court reviewing the judgment?
It was previously entered into evidence at the last time as State's Exhibit P1,
All right,
and that was a certified judgment from the clerk's office.
all right. And let's pause for a moment. Cindy, are you able to pull that judgment?
I can reprint out an unofficial copy if defense has no objection to that. doesn't have it.
No, I have no objection, Judge, and staff is bringing the TDCJ records to show what the contraband was and the date of release. It's a certified copy, so,
1 second, we're off the record. So can someone, they're saying they're not going to object to the court reviewing if you all have something.
If you want, I was just gonna pull it and print it.
it's 42 pages.
Oh, the whole thing.
The whole thing, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's, oh, no. I just want to see the time where y'all are saying that if there's something else you would like to enter into evidence, the court will view it.
Yeah,
You need me to print it first, so just send it over, I'll print it to the voucher printer, so we don't take up this printer and I'll have Sarah get it.
A. Jones, right?
A dot Jeff.
And
Right.
we're back on the record. You may continue.
Mr. Rodriguez, during your time in custody, did you,
Was the rule involved? Because we've got witnesses who are in the court.
we've already arrested and
well, they're subject to recall, one of them is.
No, I know, they were in, sorry, they were in the first part of the hearing. If we have an objection now.
I think we had.
couldn't remember.
Wait,
Okay,
we didn't
sorry,
hear last time.
sorry, okay, if you have an objection. No, I just didn't.
Do you recall while you were in custody, 2000 and, until 2013, receiving a procedure on your sexual organ?
Yes,
Okay, what was that?
basically, we got dominoes is what we put in our penis, basically. And
What does that
then,
mean?
so basically, we'll, in making a decision, put a shape or whatever of a domino inside the penis.
Okay,
I got in 3 pearls at a time
okay. Where were they located?
on top of my pearls.
Okay. Are they hard to the touch or soft?
Hard.
Are they fairly noticeable?
Yeah, you can easily tell they're there. You can see them, feel them, and everything.
Okay. Did you have them when you went into prison?
No,
And you had them when you were released from prison?
yes,
So, you heard Emily's testimony that she didn't feel them during the alleged abuse. How did those two things coincide?
basically, kind of like, how do you not realize you don't feel that at all because it's very noticeable?
Okay. Did you sexually abuse Emily?
No,
Why do you believe that she's saying these things?
Objection, Your Honor, speculation, relevance.
That'll be overruled.
I honestly don't know.
Now, you heard Clarissa testify that she was afraid of you after you were arrested for the arson.
Yes,
While you were in custody, did she write you several love letters and messages and letters for years?
Objection, Your Honor, relevance.
Overruled.
yes, we had stayed in contact.
May I approach the witness?
Yes.
Are these the letters that you received from Clarissa
Yes,
and you recognize her handwriting?
yes,
Are they a true and accurate depiction of the letters that she wrote to you?
what?
A true and accurate depiction of the letters that she wrote to you while you were in custody?
Want to say yes? I don't know what true discrimination or what.
True and accurate depiction, meaning are those the actual
Oh, yes,
of the
yes, yes,
letters
yes,
that she sent you?
Yes,
Okay, and did you keep those?
yes,
Okay, and have you amended them in any way?
no,
Okay. I move to admit, I don't even know what number we're on. Defense sentencing exhibit.
Did you enter in previous defense exhibits? Who's supposed to
I think I
be one?
Do you know what number we left off on? My documents are real.
Oh,
I
you
can go
can,
look.
all right. Okay.
Look for those.
Yeah, go ahead. Did you sign off? Don't. I'm marking it as defense punishment exhibit 2.
And for the record, are those letters?
They're letters from Clarissa for purposes of impeachment of her testimony that she said she was afraid of Ms. Rodriguez.
And state would object as that being improper impeachment. It's also hearsay and relevance. Your Honor.
All right. Your objection to relevance is overruled. The hearsay objection will be sustained. Could I, just one moment.
From prison, where did you go after that?
until a halfway house
Okay, and where was the halfway house?
in Corpus Christi.
And then you didn't see Emily until after you came back to San Antonio, is that right?
Yes,
Okay, and where, do you know where Emily was living in 2013?
I wanna say maybe with her mom, but I know sometimes she'll go with her grandparents or live with the great grandparents sometimes.
Okay.
She went like hopping back and forth sometimes with them.
But you didn't start seeing her until when?
Objection leading, Your Honor.
Overrule.
Not till after I was after the halfway house and eventually moved to San Antonio.
Okay, when was that?
I wanna say sometime around 2014. But then I know I also had to try to put myself on child support so that I can be able to see Emily.
And so so if the original petition and suit affecting the parent-child relationship was filed March of 2015, does that coincide with your testimony?
Yes,
Okay. So you only started seeing her after you filed your petition?
yes. I saw her a few times before, but that was only here and there. A lot of times she didn't want me to see him because she thought I wasn't financially stable and everything like that.
Okay. And at this time, who were you living with?
I was living with my mom's.
Okay. And so her date of birth is November 11th of 2007.
11/11/07, yes.
Okay. And so in 2015, she would have been 8 years old.
I'm not sure.
Okay. And so, no way you were around her when she was 6, right?
Objection leading, Your Honor.
Overrule.
No,
Okay. And then in 2014, you still weren't getting visits. Is that right?
Objection leading, Your Honor.
Overrule.
And then the answer to the question was yes.
yes,
So you really only started seeing her in 2015.
yes,
And the indictment in this case alleges that the abuse started in 2013.
yes. Before I got released from TC.
Okay. Now, do you remember Emily getting her period?
I vaguely remember that day, yes.
Okay. Do you know how old she was when that happened?
No, I did not.
Okay. Did you ever discipline Emily, hurt her in any way?
No, I never hit her, spanked her, or anything like that.
What do you make of the allegations that you sexually assaulted her while camping with her family?
Absurd, I want to say the word. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right.
Do you have your GED?
Yes,
Okay. Did you get it while you were in custody?
yes,
Okay. And did you provide Clarissa child support?
yes.
Okay.
Everything was off the record.
It wasn't through the Office of the Attorney General.
No, we weren't able to because technically her parents still, her mom and stepdad had custody still.
Okay. So Clarissa didn't have custody of Emily in 2015, legal custody.
No, because they still had to get her back for her first so that we can go to child support for her.
Okay. So have you been in trouble since you've been in custody here in Brick County?
No,
And did you comply with CPS?
yes.
Did you ever get a call from the police saying they wanted to interview you?
No, I did not. I didn't get no call, no phone call, no letters. Nobody came to the house. No one even came to my job or anything like that.
And were you residing in the same home for almost the entirety of your life, with the exception of prison?
Yes.
And where did Clarissa's family live in relation to where you lived?
What do you mean?
When you guys were growing up, where did Clarissa live?
When we were growing up, her mom lived right across the street. Eventually, over time, she moved down the road to the subdivision right over.
Okay.
And then Clarissa, her house at the time is maybe a mile or so down the road the other way.
Mhm.
And then her grandparents are barely 5 or 10 minutes away.
Okay. So she knew where you lived.
Yes.
While you were having an affair with Clarissa, did she ever ask you to keep it secret?
Objection hearsay, Your Honor.
All right, that'll be sustained.
How long did the affair go on for?
For many years.
Okay. And was Clarissa aware of your pearls?
Yes.
Objection.
Overrule.
Did she ever talk about your pearls with you?
Yes.
Okay. Was it ever a topic of discussion?
Yes.
Did she Did Emily still have a relationship with your side of the family?
Yes.
And does she now?
As of right now, I'm not too sure. I've been in here, so I'm not sure who she contacts with.
And has Clarissa discussed this case with you?
No,
Has, ever since the accusation came out, has she asked you for money?
yes,
Has she given you updates of Emily?
yes.
Give me 1 second, if I could have a second. Judge, just for me. When you were, when you were on parole, did you behave on parole?
Yes.
All right, just one moment off the record. This is what I want to know. I understand on or about date, and count one is on or about November 2013. And again, I understand what on or about means. So she's saying he was still in prison in 2013. Is there any stipulations to that, or state, are you saying he wasn't in prison in 2013?
Your Honor, just looking through the document defense has provided, I don't see the time he was released.
It's, I'm looking right now just to verify, but we've got, I think if you go on TDCJ,
It's on the criminal history record, it's on there for sure, but I don't see it on these.
your TCI and CIC also says it.
So I want to know if he was actually in prison in 2013 and when was he released? And again, I understand the on or about date, but I want to know because it appears that this is information the defense is trying to provide to the court and there's some sort of documentation. So that's what I want to know. When was he in prison and when was he released? If someone has that information.
I have it, Judge. His release date is November 19th of 2013. He went into a halfway house after his release.
And we're verifying that on the NCIC, TCIC we have.
Okay. All right. And what's the dates for the halfway house?
I'm still looking for those.
And we have confirmed that, Your Honor, he was paroled from prison November 19th of 2013.
Okay. Parole, November 19th, 2013.
Yes, Your Honor.
And when was he sent to prison?
He was sent to prison, I guess that would be the judgment date, which
Mhm.
from what defense said, 2/26 of 2010.
2/26/2010.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And so when was he at the halfway house?
Immediately upon his release, and Alex can testify, I suppose. How long did you stay at the halfway house?
Well, no.
We're not on that.
No, we're not on the record at the moment. I'm trying to figure out when are people saying that he was at the halfway house? And where is this halfway house located? Okay. All right. We can go back on the record.
Alex, how long did you stay at the halfway house?
For 3 months
Okay. And where was your halfway house?
in Corpus Christi, Texas. It was off of the road, Concoa, I want to say.
Okay. And did you basically live there?
Yes.
Okay. Was it a lockdown facility or did you work? How?
We had to stay in there for a month or so for nothing but programs. And then after that, we had to stay there, but the only time we would leave is for going for work.
Okay.
So we had to stay there for the rest of the months.
Okay. And you didn't see Emily during this period of time?
No,
May I approach Judge?
Yes.
What's been marked as defendant's punishment exhibit number 3. Is this the basic information relating to your TDCJ release date?
yes,
Okay, I move to admit defendant punishment exhibit 3.
I would just object on the fact that it's improper authentication. He's not an employee of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice.
All right. If I could see the exhibit, please. All right. So is it correct that both parties have stipulated that he was released or paroled from TYC from the prison, November 19, 2013? I think you all have already stipulated to that. Is that correct? And it appears this document that is defense P3, it has the date that he was released. So do you still have objections to the document?
We'll withdraw our objection.
All right, then defense exhibit P3 is admitted.
Thank you. Do you recall when exactly you moved back to San Antonio?
I don't know the exact date, no.
Okay, what year?
14?
Did you receive notification through CPS concerning Clarissa's allegations of abusing Emily?
No,
Okay. Did Clarissa ever notify you that she had that finding with CPS?
no,
Sometime while you were in prison, you lost contact with Clarissa?
yes.
And when was that?
Around the beginning of maybe beginning when I was incarcerated, yeah.
Okay. Did she get married?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. I passed the witness search.
Yes,
If I may,
you
Your
may
Honor.
proceed.
You testified at the beginning about your arson conviction, correct?
Yes,
And you mentioned that that was because Clarissa was saying that you were having an affair with this person, correct?
yes,
And you said that she suggested to you to do what you did, is that correct?
to do it, yes,
To burn the house down.
yes,
So you took her word over anything that I'm gonna follow, whatever she tells me, I'm gonna burn this person's house down.
yes. At the time also, I was under the influence of alcohol and everything. I know it's not an excuse for it either, but
Okay, so you were 15 and you were under the influence of alcohol and you decided at that point that the best decision to make to prove that you were not having an affair would be to burn her house down.
yes, I wasn't thinking correctly at the time. And as I said, I was young, naive.
You also testified that you don't agree with either your own daughter or her mother's testimony that was presented during the trial, correct?
Yes,
Even though 12 strangers listened to everything and found you guilty, correct? You
Yes.
still don't agree with that.
yes.
Okay. And you, what was your daughter's date of birth again, please?
11/11/07.
Okay. 11/11/7. So that would mean she would have been about 6 years old in 2013, is that correct?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, let me help you out with that then. So if you go 2007, 2008, that's 1 year, right?
Okay,
Is that correct?
yes,
2009 is 2 years,
yes,
2010 is 3 years,
yes,
2011, 4,
yes,
2012, 5,
yes,
so then 2013 would be 6.
yes,
Okay, and then 2014 would be 7, right?
yes,
All right. And again, her birthday is November 11th, correct?
yes,
So she's 6 all the way up until she turns 7 in November 11, 2014, right?
2008,
Objection, circulation, I think you.
Oh, that'll be overruled.
Or we just,
14, yes, 14 would be 7.
okay, so then she would be 14, she turned 7. She'd be 7 all the way up until she turns 8 in 2015 on November 11th, correct?
Yes,
Okay. All right, so again, you don't believe anything, so are you calling your own daughter a liar throughout her whole testimony?
yes,
You testified earlier as well about this procedure that you had on your groin area, right?
yes,
So you got the purling, is that what you called it?
yes,
And you had that procedure while you're in custody in prison?
yes.
They allowed those types of procedures while you're in prison?
It's a thing that they do in TDC that permit inmates do.
So another inmate did it to you, or was it a doctor who did it to you?
Another inmate.
Another inmate did that to you?
Yes,
Okay. Okay. In TDC, right?
yes.
Okay. Was that approved by TDC?
No, it's not a thing approved.
So no one ever found out about it while you were there?
No, I never went to medical for it. I never got no infections or anything like that. Never,
So then there wouldn't really be a medical record of you getting that procedure then, right?
no,
Unless you voluntarily told someone there that you had this procedure, right?
yes,
Which you didn't do.
yes.
Okay. That's the witness, Your Honor.
All right, any further questions?
No, just one. Mr. Rodriguez, did you in fact ever sexually assault your daughter Emily in any way?
No,
Did you ever touch her inappropriately?
no,
Any further questions?
No question, Your Honor.
All right, I have a question if there's no objection.
No objection.
Not from the state.
All right, so what's the date that he's alleged to have gone to the halfway house in Corpus? Does anyone know? And
November.
does anyone have proof of it? No, I mean, it has release date November 19, 2013, but this document that's exhibit defendants P3 does not say anything concerning a halfway house unless there's a stipulation of when he went to the halfway house and when he was released from the halfway house. And I understand.
No, Judge, I think we'd have to pull the parole records and I don't have access to that. We were able to subpoena the EDCJ records, not the parole records.
Does anybody want to ask some questions concerning that? And then if someone later wants to provide the court documentation, the court will of course accept.
Mr. Rodriguez, you said you were in Corpus in a halfway house for 3 months.
Yes,
Okay, so if your release date was November of 2013, did you go straight to the halfway house?
yes, as soon as we got our TC, they took us to the Greyhound. And after that, we drove to from San Antonio Greyhound to Corpus.
Okay,
And then from there, we called the facility and they come pick us up.
so you wouldn't have come back to San Antonio until February of 2014?
Object to
After I had,
Just 1 second. The objection to leading will be sustained.
So three months after November, what day would that be?
I'm not sure if it's right away after the 3 months. I know I had to get a transfer from Corpus to San Antonio for address. Cause if not, I couldn't be able to leave.
Okay, so you had to get permission from parole.
Yes,
And would the parole records show where you were living, and
yes,
Object to speculation.
All right, that'll be overruled.
did parole regularly check in on you?
yes.
Okay.
We did home visits, office visits.
Did you have a monitor or not?
No,
I pass it.
All right, any further questions?
No questions, Your Honor.
All right, you may step down. Vince, call your next witness.
you guys need the papers over here?
Yes, just leave those there, please.
I'm
All right, do y'all have your next witnesses?
recalling Emily's mom, Clarissa,
All right,
briefly.
all right, is her mom here? All right. And Scott, are you here for a case? Oh, you can bring it forward.
It wasn't important. I didn't need it.
No problem.
Don't forget to put this on your shirt and then adjust the microphone SPV2 then.
Okay, so on these, yes, all right, thank you. You're welcome. All right, hello, you're still under oath. Defense, you may proceed.
Ma'am, in front of you, you have defendant punishment exhibit number 2. Are those the letters that you wrote to Mr. Rodriguez while he was incarcerated?
Yes,
I didn't hear you. What was that?
yes, no.
Okay. And you would agree that the letters that are contained in that exhibit, you do not show that you are fearful at all, Mr. Rodriguez, right?
Objection leading, Your Honor.
I'll overrule it. You can answer the question.
No,
Okay. So your previous testimony that you were in fact afraid of Mr. Rodriguez after he burned down that girl's house is incorrect.
Objection leading, Your Honor.
I'll overrule it.
I'm sorry, what was your question?
My question was, your previous testimony that you were afraid of Mr. Rodriguez and what he was capable of doing is incorrect.
I mean, I was always afraid. He literally burned down the house and killed animals. So I was always afraid.
Okay. And so, I'd like to move to admit, defendant's exhibit 2. It's being offered as impeachment, not for the truth of the matters that are asserted in those letters. I don't believe.
They would still object as to hearsay relevance and improper impeachment. They can't use.
All right,
extrinsic
with
evidence.
regards to relevancy, that will be overruled. With regards to foundation, that will be sustained.
Have they been altered or amended in any way?
No,
Are they a true and accurate copy of the letters you sent to him?
yes,
Did anyone force you to sign those letters?
no.
Move to admit defendant's punishment exhibit 2.
Same objection, or it's still hearsay and still improper impeachment.
All right, with regards to the foundation as it relates to impeachment, that will be sustained.
Having reviewed the records, are you still of the opinion that you were afraid of him, even though the letters show otherwise?
I wasn't fully afraid, but I was afraid, yes. His actions scared me.
Okay. And you previously testified that you ran away with him after this burning, right?
I'm not sure. I don't think after. I don't remember the date.
But you had run away with Mr. Rodriguez before too.
Yes, we
That's the witness.
State,
Just, if I may, just a few questions. You testified that while you may not have been fully afraid of him, you were still afraid of him. And what was the reason for you being still afraid of him in some way?
I was afraid because of his actions, his continuous actions.
What actions were those?
Burning the house down, without thought, that family that lost their home, that lost everything, killing those animals without even trying to let them out. Trying to claim that I told him to do it, to burn down the house, trying to claim that I was there with him when I in fact was not. So all these actions did scare me. He frightened me.
Thank you, ma'am. No further questions, Your Honor.
Defense?
You still chose to have an affair with him when he was released, though, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
No questions, Your Honor.
All right, you may step down. Just leave the microphone behind. All right, defense, call your next witness.
I call Stephen Shamrock.
All right, all right. If you can raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Stephen Shadrock.
All right, you may proceed.
Mr. Shamrock, how are you related to Mr. Rodriguez?
So Christina Ontiveros, her mom, she is my domestic partner. And I lived in Christina's house from 2014 through 2018 before we moved to my house in Vernon.
Okay. And do you recall when Mr. Rodriguez, how long he was at the halfway house?
I do not recall how long he was at the halfway house. I do recall moving him from his dad's house in San Antonio to his mom's house.
Okay. And do you know when approximately that was?
I'm gonna say it was September, October of 2014. I remember it being very hot, okay, and because I had to go over to their house or his dad's house and had a lot of clothes. I helped him pack up the clothes and put him in the vehicle and leave.
Now, was he seeing Emily at this time?
Emily? Yes.
All right, that'll be overruled.
And so, did you ever notice any untoward towards Emily, between Emily and Mr. Rodriguez?
No. I would typically watch Emily on Saturday mornings on Saturdays because Alex was working. And typically we would go to the park, we may go shopping. There was nothing ever different about her the entire time.
Okay. And do you believe that he is guilty of what he's being charged with or convicted of?
No, I do not believe he's guilty.
Okay. And during your camping trips, did you ever notice anything odd
No,
or inappropriate?
no.
How was Mr. Rodriguez as a pseudo stepson?
Repeat the question.
How was he as a pseudo stepson?
It was good. It was good. He was always polite. He's passive, respectful. I always did what I asked him to do.
And did Emily ever outcry to you?
No.
Okay. Where did Emily sleep typically?
Repeat the question.
Where did she sleep typically?
She typically slept with Alex in his room.
Mhm. And did you ever notice any inappropriate behavior by either one of them?
No,
Did you ever hear anything?
no.
Do you recall when she got her period?
I remember being at the house, yes.
Okay. Do you remember what year it was?
I'm gonna say it was, I'll be honest with you, I think it was around 2019.
Has Emily's mother reached out to you for money?
No,
Not recently.
no.
After the allegation came out, what, 2 years ago?
Mhm.
Did she reach out to you and your girlfriend for money?
If you could repeat the question, please.
Yeah, did she reach out to you for money after the allegations came out?
All right, the objection will be overruled.
Of course. And do you still have a relationship with Emily?
I would say it's been, just because what's going on, okay? It's been difficult. We'd like to continue to have that relationship with her. We did, during this process, we did last year go to vacation together, so.
So, yeah, while this case was pending, and Alex was in custody, you went on vacation with Emily?
Yes,
And during that vacation, I believe your wife testified to this, or your girlfriend testified to that. Did she make apologies for what was happening?
Oh, hearsay will be sustained.
Did you observe Emily's testimony from the gallery?
yes.
Okay. And knowing Emily and her reactions, did you find her reaction to the testimony, to the questions to be odd?
Objection to speculation, Your Honor.
With regards to speculation, that will be overruled.
I would say, I would say yes, it was
Why?
odd.
Why was it on?
She seemed calm.
And how did her reaction seem? Did it seem out of line with how she typically responds to a questioning?
Objection, Your Honor, speculation.
Overrule as to speculation.
Yes,
Is there anything you want the court to know about Mr. Rodriguez?
he was a great dad. He was always there for Emily. Again, always respectful, calm. And I never saw him as being aggressive or anything like that. Okay, listened to his mom, listened to me. I thought he was a great dad, still do.
I pass the witness.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Morning.
And I guess I'm a little unclear. How do you know the defendant?
Christina Ontiveros,
And who is that?
Alex's mom, okay, we're domestic partners.
Domestic partners?
Yep.
Y'all live together?
Yes,
Okay, so you live with the defendant's mom
yes,
and you started living with her in 2014?
2014. Mhm.
Were you in Alex's life before that?
No,
Okay, so you've only known him from 2014.
yes,
And since that time, he had been seeing Emily.
yes,
Okay, so since 2014, he was seeing Emily. She was coming over and staying the night
on every other weekend, yes.
every other weekend in 2014. She was coming over, staying the night, and sleeping in his room. Is that correct?
Pretty much from the time he moved in, yes.
And how do you feel towards Emily?
I love her like a daughter.
You love her like a daughter.
Yeah, granddaughter.
How do you think she feels hearing you say you don't believe her,
I couldn't answer that question.
but you love her like a daughter,
Granddaughter. We miss her.
but you don't believe that she was assaulted?
No.
So then you wouldn't be protective of her.
Would be protective of her.
You said you never noticed any inappropriate behavior, but Emily was sleeping with her adult father in his room at night.
Yes,
You'd agree with me that these types of crimes, these sexual assaults of children typically happen behind closed doors, right?
Objection, speculation. He has no knowledge of.
All right, with regard, you can answer the question if you know the answer.
I don't know the answer.
Well, do you think people go around assaulting children in broad daylight?
Objection, argumentative, and speculation.
Sustained as to argumentative.
I'll move on. When you were at these camping trips with the defendant and Emily, they would sleep in their own tent together?
Yes,
You guys weren't, you and Christina weren't in the tent with them, right?
no,
So you wouldn't know what was actually going on in the tent.
no,
And when Emily would go over and sleep in your house in the defendant's room, you wouldn't be in that room, right?
no,
So you wouldn't know what went on in that room at night.
no.
And in your opinion, would it be smart for people to commit crimes in front of other people?
Objection, speculation.
All right, that'll be overruled.
I wouldn't know.
Would you commit a crime in front of somebody?
I wouldn't commit a crime, period.
Questions, Your Honor.
All right, is this witness excused?
Yes.
All right, you may step down if you'll leave the microphone. Defense, call your next witness.
No further witnesses, Judge.
State, any rebuttal witnesses?
If we can have just one moment, Your Honor, I had someone checking on something.
All right, thank you. All right, Norma, while they're doing that, if you can see if Mr. Sawyer is here. I think I saw him pop his head in so that we can take care of his matter. All right, thank you.
Nothing further to say at this time, Your Honor.
All right, Sydney, we're back on the record. State, do you rest?
State rest, Your Honor.
Defense, you rest?
Defense rest.
All right, both sides close.
Rest and close, Your Honor.
All right, the court will hear argument. State,
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor has heard all the testimony in this, not only during the trial, but during the sentencing. Right, Your Honor is aware of his prior conviction for arson and what he claims is the reason for doing it. This defendant is the victim's father. Fathers are supposed to support and protect their daughters and be good role models for them, teach them about relationships and how they should act with their significant others, how they should be treated, but not like this, Your Honor. That's not what the defendant did. He didn't show proper love and trust toward his own daughter. The defendant twisted and destroyed everything, every aspect of his fatherhood towards this victim. Every part of her body was violated by him. As you heard, she underwent 4 years of abuse. She was 6 to 10 years old when this happened. Her innocence was taken from her. She did not grow up as a normal kid should, and she's gonna have to deal with this the rest of her life, essentially serving her own life sentence, Your Honor. He penetrated her anus with his penis. He touched her vagina and her breast. That is not how a child should be treated. That's not how a child should be growing up. He shouldn't get to benefit off of this. Other people's faults don't lessen the severity of his actions. He's been found guilty by a jury of his peers, Your Honor. And the state's asking 50 years TDC, count one, 20 years TDC, count two, 20 years TDC, count three.
All right, defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Can I stay seated or should I rise?
Oh, you can stay seated.
Your Honor, this individual was released from custody in 2013. He went to a halfway house. Testimony at the hearing in trial by Clarissa even stated that, you know, she would go visit him in Corpus. And so I don't think there's any doubt that he was in fact in Corpus in 2013 and migrated to San Antonio in 2014, which would put her outside of the indictment range. You heard from Emily, she was all over the place. She doesn't know if she was penetrated or not. I don't know how a child can testify that she wasn't sure if she was penetrated or not anally, especially one that is this old at this period of time. She went through, I think, 6 months of therapy, 3 months of therapy, and she was done. Her grades have not been affected according to her. The outcry was severely delayed. And then law enforcement took 2 years to investigate and to arrest my client, thus leaving us with very little ability to do any kind of investigation, forensically or not. We showed the jury pictures. I was quite flabbergasted by the fact that they came back with a guilty. I do not believe the state has met their burden at all. But in that respect, we have to proceed with sentencing. And so we would ask that for the minimum on each count. Obviously, you know, my client has the right to appeal and we will seek an appeal and likely a motion for new trial. So at this time, we would ask for the minimum so that we can proceed with our appellate review.
All right, so the evidence that was presented to the jury was the evidence that was presented to the jury. And it appeared that I'm being asked to make a sentence based upon that this evidence that was just presented proves what I'm hearing from the defense, proves that he is not guilty of count one. I'm merely here to do sentencing with regards to defense saying, let me present this evidence that wasn't presented to the jury for the court to somehow give a sentence based upon evidence that the jury never did hear. It seems as maybe that's evidence that should have been presented to a jury. A jury made their decision on a verdict based upon the evidence that they received. So my understanding and my recollection from the first phase of the trial, the defendant did not testify. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
No evidence was presented to the jury that he was in custody from February 26 to 2009 and paroled in November 19, 2013. And the indictment for count one says on or about November 11, 2013 through November 11, 2017. So that wasn't evidence that was presented to the jury. So the court is making its ruling on sentencing based upon the evidence that the court has heard. No one has asked that. Well, I don't recall anyone asking the court to consider trial testimony. However, according to case law, whenever sentencing is being done, the evidence presented at trial is to be considered. So the court is considering that. And state, I believe you wanted to say that you asked that I consider that.
And there was another point as well, if you'll allow, Your Honor,
Yes.
that in the victim's own testimony during trial, she stated her own age at the time of the abuse of 6 to 7 years old, which would coincide with the time that he was released from prison. So despite the fact that the prison records as they've been presented to you today were not admitted to trial, that evidence was obtained through the victim's testimony to the jury.
And I'm sorry, yes, I do have a trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. All right. All right. This is what the court is going to do. And count one, count two, count three will run concurrently. Just 1 moment. With regards to any fine, anyone wishes to address the fine?
My
Time, you said, Your Honor?
Fine.
Oh, fine. State will defer to the court.
And my client's indigent.
All right, well, the fine, no one knows where that fine actually ends up. I know what the law says where it should go, but no one knows where it goes. So the court is going to order a $0 fine. With regards to restitution, the court did not hear any evidence concerning any type of restitution, so the court is not going to order restitution. There's to be Chapter 62 registration. And sir, that's a lifetime registration. There's to be no contact with the complainant while the complainant is a minor, unless there's someone who is requesting that there be no contact
We would request that, Your Honor,
without the exception.
I was under the impression they got a protective order.
as well, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, protective orders, is it a lifetime protective order? If it's not a lifetime protective order, then protective orders expire. So my question is, do y'all want to speak to the complainant and see if she wants a no contact order forever, or if no contact order while in custody? Yes.
Speaking with the victim, she is requesting lifetime no contact.
All right, there'll be no contact with the complainant, and if for some reason the complainant decide she wants to have contact, then that's something that she'll have to arrange, but you're not allowed to have contact. Do you understand? All right, and when I say contact, that means all contact, no letters, no card, no contacting through third parties. Do you understand? All right. And then in count 1, the court will sentence you to 30 years in the prison. Count 2, the court will sentence you to 15 years. Count 3, the court will sentence you to 15 years. Court will give you credit for any time served. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing from defense, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? And I'm sorry, counsel, he needs to sign this?
May I approach?
Yes. Thank you. All right, Mr. Rodriguez, did you review the Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, this is not a plea bargain case. You do have a right to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, here's your copy, counsel. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, any questions before we go off record? All right, is there any